What's up, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Welcome to your tarot reading here at the Intuitive Teacup. Let's look at your tarot cards. Please come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, a desire to learn something or better yourself. Take away only what resonates for you and release the rest. And please do trust your own intuition above all else. You are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's go ahead and set the intention to get Aquarius some clear, helpful, insightful messages wherever Aquarius is at on their spiritual path. All right, let's do it. Who or what is coming into Aquarius's life? Who or what is coming in? How are they presenting? Let's see. The Knight of Wands. All right. Someone passionate, someone fiery, someone who's looking for fun, looking for adventure. What are their goals or ambitions or actions towards you? They have a lot of love, but they might be concealing it a little bit, trying to catch a vibe on where you're at, perhaps. What do they think of Aquarius? What are they communicating to Aquarius? Ooh, they're very anxious. They're fearful. This is a card of like sleepless nights. Sometimes it can be a card of crying things out, being worried about a scenario and how it's going to play out. Why is that? It's like maybe they want to make an offer to you and they're worried you're going to reject them, or they're wanting to make an offer to you but they're worried that you're not available. It's a card of wanting things to progress and move forward with the Knight of Pentacles, but they're all up in their head about you, Aquarius. What are their feelings? What are their feelings towards Aquarius? The Knight of Wands is a good action card, though, so it's like what's coming in. I do think there's going to be action there, but they have to sort through some stuff in their head first. Ooh, I saw the Queen of Wands. Which can sometimes indicate options. So we'll see. What is the emotional truth? They hold you in very high regard. The Empress is someone who easily attracts attention, and like it's almost like when the Empress walks into a room, her presence is known. There's like a commanding presence with the Empress. There can be an intimidation factor there for sure. But we have to remember that the Empress is like Taurian energy, sort of. So with that, it's a Venus-ruled sign, so it is about kindness, it is about compassion. But, you know, with that kind of energy, too, it can be about pleasure, it can be about luxury, companionship, right? All those kind of Venus energies. I think someone holds you in very high regard. But yeah, I'm getting intimidation. The emotional truth is they want to make you a big offer here. But there is double feminine energy coming through. So no matter what gender you are, if you're interested in women, there may be an option of who to choose. For one or two of you, and again, this is not the majority, this is very specific, there could be some storyline in the background with pregnancy going on here too, and maybe making decisions regarding how you're going to move forward with that, or who you're going to move forward with. There could be something going on there. Again, that's very specific. That's not for everyone. So then, how does Aquarius match this energy? Let me just look at this again, because there's a couple storylines coming through. It's funny, the way this person presents, Knight of Wands, it's so not what's actually going on in their head. Like in their head, they're all freaked out, they're all nervous, they're maybe insecure, they're wanting to make an offer but like not feeling worthy, or feeling like they messed up, or feeling guilty, or feeling like you've rejected them. They're like, there's a lot of different, like, whatever this Nine of Swords is, it's sticky, you know what I mean? But the Knight of Wands doesn't really present as that sort of like anxious energy. It's kind of like a go, let's be youthful, let's have fun, let's not worry about the details, let's be spontaneous. That's very Knight of Wands. In terms of their planning, you do have a lot of kind of feminine energy. You have two queens showing up. You have the Empress, which is also very feminine energy. So very interesting, Aquarius. I'm going to put this scenario out there too. Not that I don't like to read for third-party stuff, but I acknowledge that it does happen, right? I'm a realist. Or if it's not third-party, it's just that people have options nowadays, right? And so it's not necessarily that there's like cheating energy per se, though. I mean, there could have been a slip up or something like that. We'll see what your energy matches. But With the Queen of Cups, the cup is closed off in the Rider-Waite deck, which is the one I'm using here. So a lot of times there's like a withdrawing of energy with this Queen of Cups. So it could be that if you have someone who is dating around or playing the field or not sure who they wanted to commit to, it could be that they're choosing to close their cup off to one specific person in order to move forward with a bigger offer to the one that they actually want to be with. I could see that going on. I'm just wondering if they feel like it's too late if you're the one they're presenting this offer to, like, hey, I'm choosing you, I want to be with you, I'm not talking to that person anymore. But I think they're worried that you're going to reject their offer or decline it. I think you're, like, here already, I can see you're going to look at it, you're going to consider it, you're going to read the text, you're going to hear them out. But I don't know if you're going to actually accept their offer, because I think a part of you are a little bit... like, I get it. You're kind of like, well, why didn't you choose me in the first place? Like, what did you have to figure out? Like, how did you not know? Like, that's sort of what I'm getting from you. So let's see how the energy matches. That's one storyline going on here. All right, so how is Aquarius showing up in the spread in regards to the person showing up for them? Ooh, it's been a struggle. Super busy with work stuff. I think you guys are just like burnt out, tired, exhausted. Why specifically this? Okay, because you're after some sort of opportunity for money. So there could be some important business deal that found its way, through the pipeline to you. Yeah, something to do with major money moves. Maybe you're getting your finances in order, right? It's tax season, whatever. But I think there's a good energy, there's a good storyline here regarding money, and also valuing yourself and understanding maybe who, to whom, or to what you were giving your value and yourself away too easily, where it wasn't necessarily being respected and valued back to you. Others of you, I don't know. I mean, every now and then the Ten of Pentacles can be like a marriage card, and it could be that the marriage is getting heavy. Like, the marriage is getting very challenging to the point where you're like, I'm not sure how much longer I can go through this. If it's not marriage, it could be someone that you see them as the Ten of Pentacles. You see them as someone you want to build your life with or be with in the long term, but there's a lot of challenges that are getting in the way of that sort of dream or that fantasy right now. Is this person loyal? That's always an important question. When the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles shows up, loyalty is a huge word. So, what is Aquarian's plans in regards to this person who's showing up? And for a select few of you, not for all of you, this is same-sex couples, but certainly not for everyone. What is Aquarian's plans or goals, actions towards this person? The Death card. So you either want to bring an end to it because it's too challenging, or more than likely you like something's got to give. It's like something here has got to change and transform in a totally different way. We got to hit reset and start coming together, with our highest vibration to make this work, because this is not sustainable. Whatever's going on in this relationship right now, they seem broken about it too. You seem like you're doing all of like the physical labor, or you're, bending over backwards to make it work for your person. You're very devoted, you're very dedicated to them. Maybe they have health struggles, maybe they're going through some personal challenges with their own money or their own work scenario. And whether or not there's other people involved, that certainly doesn't have to be. It seems like they've withdrawn from you a little bit, and that's sort of sending up some red flags. Like, are they pulling away? Like, do they not want to be in this with me anymore? Or like, yeah, I think your plans or goals is like something has to shift and change dramatically if we want this to work. If you guys are no longer together and you're casually dating, though I don't think you have lots of time to date because it seems like you guys are very busy with work, it could be that you're thinking about a Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be that. So what's going on in the mental sector, or I guess these are like plans, actions. So you could be moving towards a Scorpio. You could be working very closely with a Scorpio as like a collaborator, a partnership. There could be something like that. Scorpio also has a lot to do with that kind of like access of finances and ownership and possession and joint finances. So again, there could be like a severing of joint finances if you're no longer choosing to work with someone on your own accord. I think you would be choosing to exit out of that. Again, that could be a business partnership as well. Yeah, you seem to be transforming your money too, Aquarius. So what is Aquarius thinking or communicating to this person, to this scenario? maybe this is your boss. Sometimes the Empress, Emperor can be energies of people who, have superiority above you in terms of controlling your finances. So you also have my 3 major cards of mother and motherhood as well. So maybe this is a tricky family dynamic. Like, there's so many storylines coming through for you, Aquarius. So what is Aquarius thinking or communicating to the person? All right, so you do have an excellent communication card. It's not a king, it's not a queen, it's not a knight, but it is a page. So there's curiosity. Sometimes it's a card of suspicion. Sometimes it's a card of spying. But ultimately, like I said, I think if this person reaches out, you're going to return the text. You're going to answer the call. You're going to agree to meet up with them for coffee. This can be a card of finding negotiations. It's like we haven't necessarily found some sort of middle ground that we both agree on yet. We're kind of tossing the ball back and forth to be like, well, what about this? Okay, well, what if I do this? And what if you move here? And, it can be a card of needing to work through an agreement or find negotiations. That's typically Page of Swords. But I do think you're thinking about it, absolutely. And I think you're questioning freedom, if freedom is a good choice for you, if you feel like you have freedom in this relationship, or again, if it feels like all your time, I'm hearing the word taxing, if all your time is being devoted to what is like a bottomless pit, like you just keep pouring your energy into it, and I think you're kind of like, again, something here has to change, something here has to shift. It could be someone's attitude needs to change and shift as well, and that could be one or both of you, I'm not sure. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I do think there's going to be messages about trying to reset the scale, to re-find your balance in the scenario, and come out of a cold place. If things have felt kind of frosty or frozen, if you guys haven't spoken for a couple days, a couple weeks, I think there's going to be a conversation about trying to get back to where things are better or how things could be better. Again, the scales like karma, justice, Libra energy, negotiations, messages going back and forth about negotiations. This could also be about your finances too. You may be asking for a raise. What are the emotions? What is the emotional truth of where Aquarius is at with this scenario or with this person? What is the emotional truth? 7 of Swords. So half in, half out, ambivalent, indecisive, and strength. Yeah, I think you do see value in this person and this situation and this relationship, but part of you is starting to feel kind of defensive because I think you're having a little bit of trust issues. I don't think there's this ease of, if I do this, my person will be there for me, or like there isn't this easy back and forth. It doesn't feel like it's been a balanced relationship. It feels like someone has been doing more hard work or putting in more effort than the other. And maybe it's circumstantial. Again, maybe your person went through some sort of crisis in their personal life and you kind of had to step up and be the rock. But at what point does that role change in which it becomes more even and balanced again? Because again, is it sustainable? I think that's a question you have to ask here too. 7 of Swords and strength. 7 of Swords is do I or don't I? I think there is an undeniable connection here, and something about this person can be very charming. The Strength card can be about strong physical compatibility and sexuality, but I also think, the 7 of Swords with strength can also be self-restraint in a good way, drawing healthier boundaries, committing yourself to a certain life path and holding yourself accountable and sticking to it. If you say, and I'm just giving this as a scenario, like I'm not going to reach out to them, like I need them to prove that they're going to reach out to me and that, they can be a good advocate for themselves rather than me constantly checking on them and playing a more like parental mothering role. This could be like, I've decided what I'm going to do from here because it's healthy for me and how I want to move forward, and I'm going to hold myself to that. I'm going to hold myself accountable for that. The bottom of the deck is the Tower. So again, indicating major shifts and major changes in something. Any love oracles that want to help guide this reading? Anything that would be helpful for Aquarius to hear? Got a whole bunch. Hammer. Sabotage and rebuild. Persistent working on it and repairing. All right, that's actually kind of hopeful. And then Paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other in the honeymoon phase. Partying, time with friends, having fun, happy and single, living in the moment. And then Passion, insane chemistry, sparks, having fun, equal interest, and burning desire. So I'm going to say this, you don't have any cards here indicating to me like this is over, we are done. even if you did have that conversation at one point, you're honestly, Aquarius, your readings, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, have been very consistent with this energy. It's like there's problems that need to be addressed, but it hasn't reached a point of crisis where it's like, we can't repair this. I think there's absolutely a shift for change and transformation. The Tower card ushers in very necessary changes to free us from the devil, right? That it follows that numerically in the tarot deck, and the devil is what keeps us stuck. It's what inhibits our growth as beings, as people, as spiritual individuals, but also in any situation, at work, in romantic partnerships, in family dynamics. The devil comes in usually when it's like, we got to change this because it's not healthy anymore. And so if you guys both have equal amounts of respect and a desire to nurture this, there's no reason why you can't get it into a better place. I think that's why the death card is coming through. It's like, we reached a point where it's like, it's do or die. Like, we have to change this because it's not sustainable. So even if you guys are in separation, if you do choose to go out and mingle with new people, great. I see that working out well for you. If you guys decide to take a break or even just sort of push pause to sort of, again, revisit a conversation and find some sort of time to, I hate to use the word negotiate, but maybe that's what this is. I see a lot of messages going back and forth to find a middle ground, to find a common ground. Like, how can we fix this? Because we can't keep going on like this. I actually think this is kind of hopeful, even though it's not to minimize what you're going through, because clearly, there's some stress. There's a little bit of stress here. All right. Any oracle cards for Aquarius, confirmations or oracles? So, action. Somebody else had that card, but I don't remember who. Ooh, it's not coming out. They're stuck together. Action and going forward. All right, so two very mobile energies. It's like, I think we have to be solution oriented here. We have to decide what we're going to do. And again, go for it and hold ourselves accountable. Don't wander off the path. Don't stray from the path. And maybe this is you again. It doesn't have to indicate that you and your partner are going to be together no matter what, come hell or high water, because sometimes it's really important to know when to let go, especially when that has to do with our own mental health, physical health, emotional health, our own sanity, right? Sometimes breaks are very necessary, and sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder, and then you realize, you know what, even though there's struggle, I want this to come back together so that we can sort it out and do it the right way. And then adventures. You have a lot of cards indicating action, movement, adventures. I like that. Bottom of the deck is courage. Speak your truth, even if you have to ruffle a few feathers. And Aquarius, you don't typically have a problem with that, right? I mean, you are the King of Swords, the King of in tarot, right? The King of Swords knows how to tell it. The King of Swords knows how to tell it. I do think that some of you are dancing with a partner who isn't completely free. I see that a little bit too. And I'm not saying you've acted on anything. If anything, there might be some flirty chemistry, but you also know, again, for some, there's this, I can't quite touch it yet because it's not mine to be touched. It's not mine to be had. There's someone who, with Knight of Wands, it's like they may be checking out their options. I do think for a majority of you, they hold you in the highest regard. They see you with the most value. But it's like, are they going to take that step to make it known and to take actions to commit to this versus kind of, having their cake and eat it too? That feels very like Marie Antoinette over here. Let them eat cake. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's coming out. Affirmation for Aquarius and affirmation. Candle magic. Every day things get better. I love that. All right, and last but not least, angel numbers. Look out for these on receipts, license plates, mailboxes, phone numbers, anything that would give Aquarius a confirmation about the scenario or their person. 30, I am imaginative, so 30, and 3 is the card of the Empress, so look out for 3s. You have 1010, I am patient, and 21, I am inspiring. All right, that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this resonated with some of you out there. Please show me some love and hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it if you wanted to leave even a positive comment or an emoji. Anything like that helps this reading find a greater audience on YouTube, and it helps my channel grow. I invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I post my readings. And if you want more content from me, I am on Instagram and Facebook. I do a select amount of personal readings a month, so if you reach out to me via email, we can try to book a personal session for you. That tarot reading would be more catered specifically to your energy, your inquiries, and your storylines. And that's about it. Thanks for joining me today, Aquarius. Happy belated birthday to you all. I'm the Intuitive Teacup, and I will see you soon for more tarot.